Spins out on a cow. Gophers haven't had a chance to really quiet Illinois down. Not too many stops in this end. Riley for three. My goodness. Yeah, with 12 tonight. But Illinois has just been so good. This end of the floor, and that continues.
I predicted that for this Michigan team when we started things off. Riley will maneuver. Donaldson will defend. Riley with a great move.
There's Yakachonis now. The skip to Riley. Riley on the spin.
Riley will drive inside. The shot clock is down to 5. Riley got it.
Be a one-possession game. Yakachonis steps back. He's closed out. Riley, step back. Three. Got it!
To the coach. The coaching staff to do.
Riley looking to get on. Down the lane. 15-foot. Elevate. Count it.
Illinois has game's top freshman.
Illinois has missed 6 shots this half, Kevin, and they have 4 offensive rebounds.
Spinning, gyrating. Riley.
So an 8-point game. Riley spinning away from Richardson, taking that lead. Dude, look at what the freshman Riley has done. Backdoor to shoot. Riley fires. 7-point game as we come up on the midway point of the half. Riley on the catch.
Riley, #1 player in Canada. Look at him slither inside. Riley is the highest ranked recruit. He's got the ball right here in 20 years. Riley. The fake of the throws
For Ivicic, but that's 2 baskets for Riley. They've got no one else in double figures.
Riley's had a great second half on the move. Got it! Pitch vacuums it in. Yakachonis on the wing. Riley 3. In 2023, shot clock at 1. Riley's got a fire. It's off in time. Got it!
It's got a feel for Illinois like there's 6 or 7 players out there right now.
They're down 32 points, but one of the positives for the Illini has been that they have found opportunities there on the offensive look at Bisic. He takes away that cut from Riley.
And Riley has to force up a contest on their next stop in the big dance. Here's Will Riley going downhill off the wings.
There's so much on the line. The Big Ten tournament, such a great event. Lives up to the bill.
The healing from last year.
Yeah, maybe.
Will Riley trying to find some room with his Traore. Yakachonis, the 3, no. Another terrific work. This.
Yeah.
Riley turns the corner. Look from the Hawkeyes. Entry, Ivicic, and picking apart. Be big for Iowa. There's Riley, 8 early points. Pull up deep.
Sanford, how about this? We haven't seen the shooting like this in quite some time.
Over a month, Riley tried to answer. Ready to go.
High-octane offense.
Underhand to Riley for 2.
Well, he's been to an NCAA tournament a couple of years ago with the Trojans.
Look at that pass again.
Another. It is 5-on-4 still, actually. There's the skip to get an open look. That 3 is down. This is against the 10th best 2-point defense in the country. Purdue's getting all these layups.
Look at this nice cut again. They've done it.
Yeah, it's a good trip. That's a big win.
What a tough shot, but late in the shot.
Jonas puts his head down.
Again. Riley reverse. He was looking to switch on a cutter, Smith. That's why he turned his back on the inbounder.
Heidi has 4 fouls. Riley taking him to
play. 10-8. Ivicic looking inside. Will Riley gets an 18-team conference that gets in the big tournament. The NCAA tournament. Inside Riley. Goes back here to the U.S., but has not been home since. Riley, Ivicic, and scoops to Riley inside. Caught it.
That is 4 already for Iowa. Will Riley turns the corner. Hayes count.
with 2 loading up. Make Illinois prove they can make some threes with the struggles they've had. Great cut by Riley, and there's Iowa desperately had to have.
Good pass and another good pass. And Riley 25 this year for Josh Dix.
Efficiency is off the charts. He's one of the more efficient, high usage players. Practice every time you're out there. Honestly, the walk-ons are huge for these programs. They really are.
And the one thing about the Duke team, this Duke team, they will share the sugar. One of the top teams in the
screen action at the free throw line. It's going to be important to be able to close out to those open threes because Wisconsin can get hot at any time.
Now Riley, NBA range, and
all the Wisconsin Badgers can make.
Badgers 6 of 11 from downtown. Riley hanging it.
Indeed.
Riley, tough fader. Oh.
Baseline, pure. Riley crossover dribble, takes the bump off the glass, got it.
It's a mohawk.
It's a Mo something. Baseline.
Boswell.
Oh, what a fake by Riley.
Riley with a little form. Riley with a great move outside. Riley to the ball, and now Riley looking for a screen, and he's able to get one. Back to Riley. Riley goes baseline.
Here comes Riley. Boswell back to Riley, and we're in the eye. Play on. Here's Riley lowering the shoulder on Odie Callett. Figures he has 11. He's had a good first half. Riley sees an open lane and scores. Last thing that needs to happen to that young man. Riley, he checked time.
Able to get in the lane and score, which has allowed then the three-point shot to kind of come as this game has unfolded.
Great in the win in Champaign. Riley over Wrigley.
Really fun.
The top 15 teams get in. Riley trying to get some space. Riley.
Yeah, the margin for error is very slim.
Way to go, Avi. Riley inside. And the switch. Riley. Step back three.
Riley and Mobley. Riley at 3. In terms of all-time Buckeye scoring.
And the leader, Clark. Yeah, the leader. So,
Riley. Whoa, what a play here tonight.
Let's see if he can slide one down to the basket. There he goes now.
Riley again into 2 defenders.
Fake handoff, and Bryce Williams is all by himself. Deep 3 for Wood. Extra pass to Riley. Imogen had it in his hands, taken away by Boswell. And in the scramble, Riley's White, back it goes to Riley. A little low on the pass. He had an open look for a moment. Riley into the paint. That jumper. Riley again for 3 and hits a step up. And yet just a 6-point game. Riley trying to make it a 4-point game. And
well, they've gotten back to that ISO ball. Watching Martinelli and Barnheiser play, they got to get Ty Berry involved in the offense just like that.
There's Riley right in the house, but again, Illinois just quicker to everything here. And Riley,
John, is Illinois' top scorer and their best player, picked up a second early whistle less than 3 minutes into the game, so they continue to play without him. Riley, and then take what's available. Boswell to Riley, turns the corner. Here comes the freshman.
Assignments, you lose by 30 points, and that's what we've seen today from Indiana.
Going. Riley pops. Finally, Riley kicks out. A.J. Red passed up the 3. Instead, Riley will take it from the corner.
We didn't talk really a whole lot about A.J. Red, who came into the game, just handled for a moment for Illinois. Riley.
The Big Ten Conference and the country, I'd say.
He is starting to become a fan favorite here as well, and he dishes it.
Loves it.
He does.
He loves it. He said, we want to face adversity. We want to get knocked down. We want to...
Riley, passed up the pass, is shot. Numbers for the Illini. Riley, Euro step. Got it.
Almost another turnover there. Already 5 for Illinois in this first half. Riley gets inside. Jones and Visic, and now Riley, the open man. Riley penetrates all the way to
Really quiet thus far. Will Riley, major recruit. Great range down there too when he's on the floor. I'd like to see him a little more aggressive.
Riley, pull up. To healthy, he can be a weapon for them.
Another young man that they felt.
Boom, Bam Bam will have a podcast one day soon. Riley, we showed that graphic earlier about how he's #1 all-time for Illinois head coaching wins by a mile.
back to the headband Dee Brown in 2002. Side step. There's Riley for three. Basically not at all a ball screen team last year. Corner, Riley.
LaRue is going to be a tough matchup for Humrickhouse if he gets that much space.
Illinois 6 of their last 8. Riley shovels it underneath. That hasn't been the story for him this year, but in this ball game, shooting it with a ton of confidence. We know he has the ability.
And by 9. This is triple-double territory for Braden Smith tonight.
This is where they need Riley, and what a look here.
Counts the rebound. He's come up big in the second half for Illinois. Riley will slither, beating Jonas. And these kids a chance to play. Keaton Kutcher played a couple years at South Dakota. Driving is Riley. In the corner, it's a three.
He's got incredible length. Riley, also tall, drinking water, dumps it down to hatch number 7.
First came over to help. They'll skip it for White for the tie. It's good.
Riley's got it on top. Have a gigantic game on Friday. Ivisic at 3.
No matter what happens, they don't take those down. Think about who you have to beat to get there. There's Riley. If you're Iowa, you've got to be concerned about this. Getting into the paint and distributing from there the three.
Boilermakers now, and it is very quiet.
Nice pass, but again the cut.
Riley shaking down the lane.
Nice pass.
And he got it to Evis.
Wolf comes out on him. Riley is there. Ivisic the screen, leads the way, and he feeds with the maneuvering around the space. Riley will maneuver and take it in. With Jonas firing the...
And Oregon goes to Wisconsin and gets a big upset there. A road trip for them. That was unbelievable, that finish.
They are dangerous. Can you imagine going into the NCAA tournament facing the Illinois team that might be a 7th or 8th seed?
Humrickhouse, he's had the hot hand, and it dropped
on the road.
Yeah, they said they did it for him. That was a tough call where he got that flagrant 2. Ivisic collects it.
A.J. Floyd, I remember, no, Mario Andretti, I remember, had a great black and gold car, if I remember. Inside, Morez, Johnson.
They're blocked by Odicali. Another second chance here. Here's another. Team has won, played better. You're seeing improvement game after game from many of these new faces. Ivisic chance here tonight. Riley. Pass it out. Humrickhouse lets it in league play. Davis for 3.
Stop defensively. To Humrickhouse for 3. Got it. 7 of 23 from 3 on the season. Riley starts the second half on the floor. Nice find. It's the biggest difference with Illinois. Boswell, Jonas, they rebound the heck out of it. Riley inside. Johnson got space. And
Sinai on a 7-0 run.
He's got confidence.
Riley up high. Johnson.
Look at them cover and respond. Look at Gillespie with the close.
0 for 4. This is Boswell into the corner for Riley. Ivisic, the leader, soft touch.
Glass. If they're going to get back in this game, get blow-bys like that, though, it's going to be a long night.
Ball movement leads to the...
You tried to keep it alive. Here's Will Riley. To Gibbs Longhorn for 3. Got it.
Illini up ahead with numbers. Riley stops on a dime. To Humrickhouse for 3. Riley somehow got it to Johnson. See how he's status-wise for their morning contest on Saturday against USC. Johnson underneath for 2 more.
Their name in the hat. And if Illinois can come here and continue what they're doing right now to Oregon, maybe.
Very patient possession for the Illini this time.
3 to shoot.
Ball fake, Riley got a great feel. Nice trap. Will they read that?
Nice look forward off a deep shot for Illinois. Harassing defense out front. Nice slip. And the fly-line rail jams for Clifford Amore, the transfer for Rutgers.
Nice dump off for Ivisic.
Turnover right there. Conwell the other way to the hole. Rejected. Love the development for him.
Hey, talk to him about Michael Jordan. When he would miss a shot, he said, nope, I'm just going to take the game winner the next time.
That's right.
Now,
Kicked it to Riley. He lost it. Here goes Clark up to the rim. Now blocked away by.
Pass tipped. Patterson with 7. Drives on Riley. No.
It's a nice injection of defense and scoring for Illinois off that bench.
Fiddler just swallowed up. Shut off by Ivisic. 8 to shoot. Carter trying to drive. Carter had it rejected by Riley.
He almost sat that backboard.
And that one.
So the Illini slowly starting to gap Oakland here. This is a critical possession for the Grizzlies.
Nice pin. Nice help.
50 points in the paint now. Seydou Traore. He gets in the lane, disrupted.
Gibbs Lawhorn tried to skip pass, couldn't get it to go. Transition for Penn State, knocked away.
Johnson. Mitchell. Cut off by Johnson. Kind of loud coming out of Canada.
One of those plays I talked about in the first half. Coach, I almost boxed off. Well, yeah. Well, we were almost in the NCAA.
Yeah.
And we're in the NIT because of it.
And the freshman comes away with the